switching to MagicJack to save $150 a year. Let's start with a disclaimer. This video is not an endorsement of MagicJack as a company or the service they provide. Please do your own research before purchasing or doing anything. This video is not sponsored by anyone, not sponsored by MagicJack. There's no affiliate links down below. Maybe in the future I'll go back and add one once I've done my due diligence and actually demoed the service for a while. So at this point, please do your own research before purchasing or doing anything. So let's review the current situation I'm in. My current VoIP provider is my home phone service. They sent me an email notifying me at the end of the last year that they were going to increase my phone service. The reality is, it's really a luxury. I don't need it. I have my cell phone. I do everything through my cell phone. But I've had the phone for over 20, the phone number for over 20 years, and I don't want to lose it. I still have bank accounts. Just many people know that old phone number, including my parents. When I call them, they know it's me calling because the caller ID shows it. I rarely use it. Again, I only call my parents. And I mostly use it when I'm traveling internationally and I want to call my parents to let them know, hey, me, the kids, and the wife are all good, no problem. And I've lent it out so when people that I know have gone overseas and I say, hey, use this number, just connect via Wi-Fi in your hotel, and here you go. It's very easy. The app is very simple to use. I like it a lot, but I don't use it that often. So now that I am out of contract, so I have no requirement to stay with them, and now they want to jack up my service, I decided, hey, let me go and look over the last few years, more or less how much have I used it. So I came around with an average of 120 minutes. The nice thing is it shows these are app minutes, so that tells me I used it when I was traveling internationally. So I'm a little bit lost of what I should do. I don't want to pay more money for a service that I'm actually using less and less every year. So now we have to decide, what are we going to do in terms of having a home phone? So what are my options in a way? So the first option, obviously, is I can just disconnect the service, lose the phone number that I've had for over 20 years, and just pocket and save all the expenses related to having that phone that I truly only occasionally used. Or I can pay an increased price and just go on with my life and just suck it up. It's not that they're doubling or tripling the fee. They're just adding a dollar or two to the monthly expenses. Or three, I can find a less expensive alternative. So I decided to go with option number 3. That way I get to keep my phone number. I get to have a phone app that I can use when I'm traveling internationally, as well as everyone who calls me, they still get a voicemail when I don't pick up, which I can pick up later via the app. So the solution I chose was to switch to MagicJack. Why? Well, the savings are substantial. I mean, as the title of this video even tells you, you're going to save at least $150 a year. At least I am. They offer an iPhone app, which I'm going to use when I'm traveling international, and the service is portable. One of the reasons why I switched to my current provider originally about 10, 12 years ago was because I was moving around. As I was buying homes and moving to my next house, I didn't want to always lose the phone number. Sometimes I would give even the tenants that phone number and say, look, if anything breaks in an emergency, like a water pipe, or there's the AC has problems, or something gets damaged, please give me a call anytime. So I would give them my home phone number. So I needed the service to be portable because as I moved, I didn't want to have to go tell everybody, hey, I've moved and here's my new number. So that's why I say the service has to be portable. Okay, so let's start the journey. First, we'll do a quick review of the MagicJack website, and then we'll go ahead and register an account. We'll activate the ATA device. Then we'll go through the process of porting my current phone number, and then we'll start using the service. Okay, so let's review the game plan in terms of our cost versus our savings. So with Home Service 1, which is my current provider, I'm going to be charged about $17 a month. Now, I didn't say it in the PowerPoint, but I'm allowed to use up to 300 minutes of outbound calls. It's unlimited inbound, but when I make phone calls, it's up to 300 minutes. It's never been an issue in years, so that MagicJack does offer unlimited everything. So yes, it's a plus, but it's not a plus that made that much of a difference in this situation. So if we look at the breakdown of monthly reoccurring charges for home phone service from January to December, we're looking about of $17. I'm gonna pay $204. So if I don't do anything, I'm gonna end up paying $204 a year for phone service. If I decide to cancel the phone service, well, guess what? I'm going to put $204 in my pocket in savings. Or I can go to MagicJack. So here I break it down. Phone service for the first year is included with the device. So the device, I have it there listed for $49.99. I got it free shipping and no taxes. Then I have to pay a porting charge. That's so that I port my number from the current service provider to MagicJack. That's going to cost me $20, but it's a one-time fee. So that's going to drive the cost for year one to $70. So when we do the comparison, I'll be paying upfront $70 in January, technically, and I would not pay another penny until the following January. So that gives me a total savings of $154.01. Obviously, the Excel spreadsheet is showing the values rounded. So if I go to my 6-year plan, that's usually typically how long devices tend to last. That's why I picked 6, as well as MagicJack gives the biggest savings when you renew for 5 years, but you prepay it. So if I was to keep the service as is, I would pay $1,020 over the next 6 years. Excuse me, over the next year 2 to year 6. So the following 5 years. If I do the same comparison with MagicJack, I'd only be paying $130. I don't have to pay for a new device, and I don't have to pay for porting. So when we combine everything together, we notice that the MagicJack service will save me $1,024 over 6 years. That's huge. That's big time money. And really, if we go back to the year one, you notice that my break even point will be somewhere here in April. In April, I will basically be breaking even. I don't know the exact date, doesn't matter. But come May through December, I'm saving money. So this was my game plan when I decided, you know what, I don't want to give up my phone number. I want to keep my phone number. I just need to give up and switch home phone service provider. All right. So if we look at MagicJack, again, for $49.99, I get the device. I get 12 months of service included. I get included U.S. calls, Canada, Puerto Rico, and the Virgin Islands. I had the same thing with the other provider. So again, it's an equal. I get to choose a new U.S. or Canadian number. I want a port, so I'm going to have to pay the $19.95. If I call another MagicJack, that comes out for free. That's a little interesting. So that might be a plus, but I think my other provider did the same thing, that if I called another one of their customers, it would be device to device and I wouldn't be charged. Free conference calling number. That I did not have with the other provider, but I don't use that. If I need to do a conference call, I'll use my business conference call service. Free caller ID, voicemail, call forwarding, call waiting, and 411. This more or less I got the same thing from my current provider. Also, I get E911 service included, as well as no contract. My current provider, they billed me separately for E911 on my bill, so I was paying for it. I'm pretty sure it's just bundled somewhere in the service for MagicJack, and they did require a contract unless I prepaid like a year in advance. But as a bonus, they gave me the original ATA device. So I'm already on my second ATA device. So I got a free upgrade when it came time to continue the service. So again, not a big deal, but if I had to buy a new ATA device, it would just be $49.99. It's still about half price of what my current provider charged me. So how do you set it up? Well, it's simple. We either connect it to the high-speed modem directly, so we connect the power, use the extension cable if you need it, connect the device, and then you plug in through one port your internet, the other port your phone. Or I can do it via the computer. This is good when you're traveling for business and you don't want to use your cell phone, because sometimes the Wi-Fi signal inside a hotel is better than your cell phone signal. So this does come in handy if you want to stick it in your pocket. If not, you have to use the app on the phone. But yeah, we can just connect it directly to the computer through a USB port. And then we just connect the phone directly to the MagicJack. That's if you're taking a phone. But you can just run the app that's built into the MagicJack. I'm going to demo that. I have not done that personally because I just opened up the device like you guys with you guys on the video. But I saw a few videos of people doing it, and it looks like it's just as simple as plug it into a USB port. But we'll cover that in a few moments. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to connect with the computer. That way, the MagicJack uses the Wi-Fi built into the computer. I'm actually using an all-in-one device. So it's a computer that has everything built into it, into the screen. So, and I'm using dual display. You didn't notice, but the MagicJack appeared, popped up on my window, and it said that a CD was inserted. So let's go ahead and open up the CD. And let me drag this over here. And as you can see, it says CD hard drive MagicJack. So we're going to plug that guy in. He has an auto run. We're going to run the device. Oh, it's extracting a file. It's actually on the other thing saying upgrading the MagicJack. I'm sorry that it doesn't let me switch to my other screen. I don't know why. Don't like that. But that I don't think that's a MagicJack issue. I just think it's the way Windows 10 works. Well, it says starting MagicJack. So let me see if I can move it. Let me pause the video for a second. Alright, so I had to move it to my other screen, but as you can see, doesn't come with anything. I guess it's because we need to click here to register and get a phone number. So I need to create an account. And we'll create the account. So I'm going to put in my current cell phone number. That's in case they need to contact me. So I put in my name, the address, email, created a password, and we should be good to go. While I'm working on this, let me just make a quick note of what I used as my password. And we'll send you an activation. Okay, we'll send a house. So I'm gonna put house and what's the next three? Okay. Send me a code. So it's gonna send me a code. My cell phone in my hand. There it is. Activate my device. Oh! I fat fingered a character. Sorry. Now it requires me to accept the agreement. It's not like I have a choice. Florida, and I am gonna hear, well, 305 exchange. Well, doesn't matter because I need to port my number. Port the number. I wish to continue. Yes, I agree. Port my number and continue. The E911 service, that's correct. Yes. Is it inside city limits? Yes. Now it says, do I want to register for the auto renewal? I'm going to say no. Actually, I can do skip for now. So I prefer to do a skip for now. I don't want to add any currency credits for calling internationally, at least not at this moment. So I'm going to do skip for now. Then I got to put in my credit card information. Credit card number. Order. Everything looks good. So we're porting. So we're basically going to be paying $23.15 for the porting fees. Place the order. Now, while that's placing the order, let's go ahead and I want to use my jack. I want to use my plug into a router right here. Your telephone number is, and it would, great. So according to this, my telephone number has been transferred. I tried to use the MagicJack and it wasn't working for outbound calls. So I did try using it on a regular phone, not on the computer, and there's a message that is presented, a voice message. And it says that you need to first go in, click call features, hit the advance, and go into this section and check off outbound calls. If not, MagicJack will only receive calls. It won't make calls. Okay, that's it. Now I can start using the service and I'll let you know how it works out. So you know if this service will work for you and we both can go and tackle the world. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, as well as hit the notification bell to be informed the next time I post another video, as well as spread the word. Share this with one friend. Until next time, bye-bye.